Alright, what is going on, guys? It's Noah here with Custom RC Mods. As you can see, we've got the FT Mustang out here for a flight. This is the second flight of this plane. I was going to film the Maiden, but I just kind of forgot my camera and kind of took it really chill and slow. So yeah, it did fly, but we're going to be doing a lot of trimming and getting this thing really figured out today. So as you can probably hear in the audio, there is a little bit of a breeze. So that's coming from my back. I'm trying to get the audio nice and clear for you guys at the moment. But hopefully this thing should fly well. We've got our aileron control, elevator, and rudder, as well as throttle. And I got a brand new prop on here. This is a 10x7, so it's a monster prop, but it should not cause any thermal issues since we do have a 40 amp ESC in here, which is quite overkill for this. So yeah, let's go ahead and waste no time, get this thing up into the air. And there it is, it does fly. Has a good amount of speed to it too. Nice and straight. Trying to find out where I need some trim. Looks like the rudder needs a little bit of trim. A little bit of aileron trim, how about that? The elevator is quite touchy on this plane, and I was a little surprised by that on my first flight because it is such a small elevator, small control surfaces compared to the P40. Yeah, it is a good amount faster than the P40, which is nice. So I guess the only thing we're gonna have to do here is just dial back the elevator and mess with our trims just a little bit as we go along. But it is flying really good. Just do a little gliding pass to see where we need some trim. And it looks like could use a little bit of trim, could use a little bit more aileron trim around that way, but other than that, I think we're looking pretty darn good on that trim. From one thing, from experience on my other Mustang and just from general community experience, this Mustang spar is not as strong as it probably should be. So I'm not going to try to do that many high G maneuvers with this plane, just because I really don't want to fold the wings. It's such a pretty aircraft. I don't want to mess it up quite yet. It is a belly lander, and if you guys did watch the build video that I actually just posted, you guys will know that I'm quite concerned about that underbelly scoop right there when it comes to landing. So I'm gonna have to do some reinforcement down there just to make sure that we can handle it. But thankfully this thing does fly pretty slow. Let's go ahead back off on the throttle and just see if we can putt around here. That's a quarter throttle, and it is just clipping along nice and beautifully. Yeah, I'm really liking how this plane's flying. It's very respectable. Isn't really phased by the wind at all. I mean, this is probably 5 miles per hour of wind, so that's not too much. We'll probably get a higher wind video someday soon. But as you can see, it does fly really, really nicely, especially on those. There's an upwind pass right here, still very fast. It does have a pretty low drag airframe compared to the P40. Which I'm pretty happy about. That's one thing. I thought the P40 would be a little bit faster than it ended up being. So I'm really happy that I got an actual good plane that has nice fast warbird tendencies. If you guys watch my P40 review, it kind of caught me off guard because it didn't really have a lot of typical warbird tendencies to it. So yeah, I'm really happy that we got a plane that not only looks really good as a warbird, but also can really look and fly the warbird part. And obviously the P51 Mustang was a very, very big part of the warbird into World War II and just warbirds in general. I think this is the plane that comes to mind when I think of, you know, planes, prop-driven warplanes. and it's just really on rails. It could use a little bit of trim, and I think it's just because of the wind's blowing it around when we're doing these crosswind passes. So I'm not really gonna mess with the trim that much. It's always good to trim your planes on a calm day rather than a really windy day, because sometimes when you're just doing a crosswind pass like I just did, it'll kind of tend to blow you downwind. You'll think that you need to correct for it with the trim when you really just don't. And it looks like we're running out of juice, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little circle here, bring it into the wind for a landing. And you gotta lose the throttle. Beautiful. Kind of dug the wing in there for a second, but that's fine. At least we didn't mess up the underbelly. You can see I also have the tape on the leading edge of the wings, so it's going to protect those if there's any damage. Looks like we did not break a prop, which is good. That's one thing about belly landers that's kind of hard. But other than that, that's all I have for this video. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any video requests, please comment them down below. I'm taking them. We're going to be building a lot here in the coming days and months and weeks and stuff like that. So yeah, I got a lot of time on my hands, but let's go ahead and send this to the outro. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys in the next video.